If y'all could tell me who spit this. Yo, I'm trying to make $1 out of what makes sense. Add it up. Told my daddy I'd be a rich man. You never know when your fate gonna switch hand. Get today's solid ground out of yesterday's quicksand. I was a young boy who dreamt about being a big man. On small loose leaf sheets, I sketched a big plan. Gotta handle business properly, boost up my economy, store it up and get my mom some waterfront property. Yesterday was not for me, but now it is time for me. The streets is watching me. I watch back, that's the policy. Move along my odyssey like blood through the artery. Navigate the treacherous and make it seem effortless. I let those who make the exodus seeking the north beacon, from beating and hog eating, from punishment all season, from hands cracked and bleeding, cotton thorns in your palms. It's for y'all I sketch these songs, and it goes.
No bars off. Huh. Yeah. MCs take no bars off.
I can't go no more because then you'll know.
Yeah. No, that's dope. That's not Redman.
It's not Redman.
It sounded like Keith Murray at one point, but Keith Murray don't really rhyme
That's
like
interesting.
that. Is that Big L?
No, it's not. Does that mean you quit?
Yeah, I'm play it.
Yo, I'm trying to make $1 out of what makes sense. Add it up, so my daddy, I'll be a rich man. You never know when your fate gon' switch hand. Get today's solid ground out of yesterday's quicksand. I was a young boy who dreamt about being a big man. On small loose leaf sheets, I sketched a big plan. Gotta handle business properly, boost up my economy, store it up and get my mom some waterfront property. Yesterday was not for me, but nowadays it's not for me. The streets is watching me, I watch back, that's the policy. Move on my odyssey like blood through the artery. Navigate the treacherous and make it seem effortless. To those who make the exodus seeking the north beacon, from beating and hog eating, from punishment all season, from hands cracked and bleeding.
That's when I knew it was a real MC. I was like, yeah, rappers rap like
Yeah, if
that.
I would have went here, you would have knew. Yeah,
That's
man.
dope.
Listen, I still listen to that album from time to time. That Black on
Yeah.
Both Sides album is one of the most underrated, slept on albums. It's a dope project. It's a complete thought project.
Yeah, that's dope.
I love New World Water, all the Misfat Booties, all that. Like the album is legendary. So
Yeah.
I definitely like to double back to the album every now and then. So it came up in my catalog while I was driving. I was like, yeah, that's a nice one. Let me add that one to the resume.
Yeah, I like that. I
Yeah,
like that.
man.
See if y'all figure that out. All right, man, this is so exciting. I'm hyped right now.
Listen, bro.
We got toast again. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, please.
We're sorry.
We're sorry. Never mind us. Never mind us.
I want to say the last time we toasted, we was at 20. Was it 20 or 25? Was it 20? It was 20 because you was talking about the 40,000 eyes and ears,
20.
and now you at
We're
40,000.
at 4, but actually
it's-
approaching 42.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yo,
Yo,
this is
we appreciate y'all.
Wild, bro.
And we know on this journey going up and numbers are just numbers, and it's like, you can't really quantify the value, but it's still human beings clicking a button
Right.
and paying attention and saying, yo, we like what y'all are doing, we appreciate.
Appreciate it.
And that's just it's wild. It's wild. Thank you.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
to me, like outside of that, like the the actual human element to it.
Yeah.
Like people actually
Yeah,
listen
oh my
and clicking a button and Them thieves is
Yeah.
But yeah, like the idea of my takeaway from it is like the idea that you would dedicate some time to listen to us.
Yeah.
Or to take some time out of whatever it is that you're doing to, take a view of us or to listen to us
Yeah.
or whatever. Like that to me is I can't.
crazy.
It's crazy to me.
Yeah. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever
Yeah,
you do
I
is
don't, I don't care if it's 8 seconds. I don't care if you
Yeah.
see it and it's just long enough to skip. Like, you know what I mean? I still appreciate just the time to take to listen or, just appreciate what it is that we're doing. So we definitely want to appreciate y'all in the same
real.
in the same fashion.
So if you're new here, what we do is we celebrate lyrics. We praise them, we big them up. Sometimes we dissect them and choose if the artist took any bars off. Sometimes we do some new stuff. We like to uncover hidden gems because I realize people are consuming music very differently nowadays.
Very differently.
Like I don't really know what's coming out a lot of times. I'm not listening to the radio. That's one thing.
True.
You know what I'm saying? If you on like Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music, Tidal,
You got your
you got your
playlist, all
playlist, you get suggestions and things like that. But some of us, like me, I go on YouTube a lot, so I watch a lot of podcasts. I'm always trying to study the craft, so I'm not always tapped into music. So people send me stuff. So I'm saying all that to say, if you like in that realm, you may not capture everything that's coming out that's new. So it's helpful when we put out a twisted verse or M verse you might have missed.
True.
So we do that, and also we go back to some classic stuff.
Sometimes you got to go back.
Yeah.
Sometimes, being in this space, sometimes you hear things and you hear them through a different lens, or
Absolutely.
you hear them with a different ear.
Yeah.
And yeah, sometimes when you hear them, it clicks a little differently. Even though you've always, they're not new songs, they're not songs that you just hearing for the first time, or like you just catching it. But it's just you hear them a little differently when you have a space like this to kind of salute it and kind of dissect it and break it down. So
I listen to stuff differently, and we get a lot of suggestions sometimes. If you're like, "Yo, why is this for the show?" and then we listen, I'm like, "That ain't it. It's not gonna. We can't sit down for 25 minutes and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not there." But this one, when you brought it up to me, I initially thought back to when I first was around the crew that was creating this song, and Lenny S. Shout out to Lenny S. Compared this song to Victory, right? Okay. And Victory by the man with Biggie on it. Yeah. And he said, no, it's not the same. He was like, but the build up. And everybody looked at him like, Len.
Now come on,
man. That's not a word.
That's not a word.
We must conjugatize.
And jogatize.
You can't jogatize this. Nah, Victory that was a crazy.
Yeah, that was like, a 1-on-1.
Like we not
that was a 1-on-1.
But I understood what he was saying, and as Jay broke this song down, and the song primarily being thinking, like a mental song where there was only a couple of words spoken,
right, and
the song being all kind of in their heads, I was like, oh yeah, it has some elements that are definitely deeper than probably what the rest of that album, I would say.
Yeah, definitely the rest of the album. The rest of that album was commercial.
Yeah, he dialed it back. He dialed it back and created this album that was meant to sell units. Yeah. So this song had depth. Although the music itself, I thought was the music was hard.
I think that was Swizz.
Yeah, it was Swizz. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah. I was trying to get my man on this show, but we're gonna ride out to it, man.
Yeah, time to come up. Hold my own weight, fit my crown. Got to lock it down, and when they rush, part 2.
Cocaine whiter now.
Operation is sweet.
Whole game tighter now.
Moving a brick a week.
Plus a nigga price is down.
We the niggas to see.
Time to start to get rising now.
I don't know what's wrong with Bleek. It seems I'm like Keenan, picking up on the vibe. That he ain't too happy, I could just see it in his eyes. I don't know if it's the chicks or how we dividing the loot. Time to pay his ass a visit before he decide to get cute. Jumped out like a star with the flavors car. Matching the gator shirt, softer than my next door neighbors. These young niggas think I fell out the loop. Cause the last time they see me hopping out the coop, I hopped out in the soup.
Look at this nigga Jay frontin', trying to take my shine. I didn't say this verbally, just had some shit on my mind. Plus I'm puffin' like an ounce, more than I used to puff. Taking advice from these niggas, but they ain't used to stuff. They had me thinking shit, I'm the one that moved the stuff. Why he drive around town in brand new coupes and stuff? Swear to God they had me practically hating his guts. As he approached, I spoke, Jigga, what up?
Nah, that production is foolish.
Yeah,
let's start there.
Yeah, that's
that production is foolish.
That shit is moving.
What?
That shit is moving, and it's not a sample, right? So that's just
that's all him.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Yeah, that was crazy. So I want to point out that Coming of Age Part 1 was on Reasonable Doubt.
Right. And
Jay masterfully created songs that had sequels. Mm-hmm. And back then, it was just dope because it played out like a movie when he did Friend or Foe 1 and then came back with Friend or Foe 2 on In My Lifetime, which was the second album. Mm-hmm. So that made sense. Bleek wasn't on that album. Mm-hmm. Bleek had kind of, he talked about it like he kind of vanished. He was feeling himself, wasn't coming to the studio, wasn't really taking it seriously. He was a young kid who popped up on the debut album from this rap guy.
Exactly.
Verse he didn't write. And he must have had hood fame that
Yeah,
which side of
that
this
far exceeds whatever work you trying to put in right now.
Like,
Man, please.
like
you want Jay's album?
son, his smash
Man,
game in
please.
96, 97
Man.
was out of this world. Like, yo,
Listen.
that's you on what? Like, so
Listen, that's-
when they calling you like, yo, we gonna do another album, you like,
All right.
whatever, man.
I'm on the
I'll
way.
be there.
I'll be there. Man.
So for them to skip volume 1,
Right.
show up again on volume 2 with the sequel to that record was mind blowing. We was like, yo, that's genius. You know what I'm saying?
And the funny thing is, like, the idea of it, like the concept of it, like him pulling up on him on the block, whatever case may be.
Yeah.
It almost explains his absence from volume 1. Like
True,
he feeling
true.
himself, like, you know what I mean, I'm pulling up on him.
Yeah.
I could feel his energy, look
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
and
yeah.
to have this in the idea of this is all just reading people's energy. Like
Yeah.
this is all, like this whole verse is just about reading people's energy. Like he pull up,
Yeah.
he like, you know what I mean? It seems I'm like Keenan, I'm picking up on the vibe that he ain't really happy. I could just see it in his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And like you just thinking about, like, as the, you know, top dog, you like you moved out, he's still in the hood hustling. He's like, I don't know if it's the chicks or if how we
Yeah.
dividing the loot.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I mean? You feel it when you pull up on him, and now you just trying to sense what it is. But at the same time, this is not the conversation. This is you thinking this all out loud.
Yeah. And even the way Bleek started off with the cocaine whiter now. And then, you know, them
Yeah.
going back and forth, Operation the Sweet, the whole game
Uh-huh.
tighter now, moving a brick a week. It's like it just paint the vision of everybody has elevated
Right.
from the beginning when
Yeah.
he, you know, put that G in his hand and Bleek was supposed to be this up and coming, you know, dealer. And then, but like you said, I'm like Keenan, pick up on the vibe. When I first heard that line, I was like, wait, hold up. Keenan Ivory Wayans didn't host the vibe. He had his own, talk show.
Yeah.
And I think Sinbad hosted the vibe. But the fact that he said I'm like Keenan, picking up on the vibe,
Picking up on it.
like peeping, like, yo, they trying to, you know what I'm saying? That's my competition. But I thought that line was clever and slick. And at that time, you know, I'm learning how to write rhymes. So I'm analyzing how you can say something subtly that is, it was a simile, but it was a passive simile because he said I'm like Keenan, and then he said picking up on the vibe, and it just kind of went away from it. Like you had to research it and figure it out on your own.
You had to understand what that related to.
And I was like, that's a slick way of rapping.
And it was a throwaway line.
Throwaway
line.
Yeah.
Just to set the tone of the vibe. Like I'm just picking up on the vibe. This is not a conversation. This is this is the energy I'm feeling. This is what I'm sensing when I pull up on the block.
And it kind of just speculates what it could be. It's the chicks, how we dividing the loot, and time to pay his ass a visit before he decided to get cute.
But this is where it gets brilliant though. What makes it brilliant was to say, jumped out like a star with the flavors, car, matching the gators, shirt, softer than my next door neighbor. The brilliance in those two lines is the OG moved out the hood, moved to the burbs.
Yeah.
Your neighbor's more than likely a white guy who's very soft.
Yeah, very soft. Yeah.
Very soft. So to make that comparison is like I pulled up,
Right.
jumped out like a star. Flavors car, shirt matching the gators, you know what I mean? Pants matching the gators, shirt softer than my next door neighbor, but that's all where he's at now.
Yeah.
Like that's where he's elevated to.
That's again.
You know what I mean? Just simple sprinkles of,
That's crazy.
you know what I mean? But this is just to show, to paint a picture of I'm still in it,
I don't live here.
but I don't live here. You know what I mean?
I don't live here.
I don't live here. I'm pulling
That's
up like,
wow.
you know what I mean? I jumped out like a star. Like I'm pulling up. People
Yeah.
not used to seeing me around.
Yeah. But to
So-
say your shirt is softer than your next
Shirt
door
softer
neighbors.
than my next door neighbor, and you'll probably think like, okay, why would you say
Right.
softer than your next door neighbor? But you got to realize at this level, you pulling up.
Yeah.
So you don't live where you coming to check on your money at,
Which is why they think you fell out the loop.
which is why they think you fell
Yeah.
out the loop. Because the last time they seen you hopping out the coop, you hopped out in the suit. You know what I mean? So all of this sets the tone of I
Yeah.
elevated. I've reached
Yeah.
a level where I got people that I can check on my money, make sure my money good.
Yeah.
But I'm out here doing what I got to do. I'm making other business deals. I'm doing whatever, and I gotta dress the part for where I'm going.
I love it.
So the shirt being softer than my next door neighbor is more a picture of, yes, I had to change the way I dress to try to get to where I'm going. But
Yeah.
where I live at currently, my next door neighbor is baby shit soft.
Right,
So-
right.
So yeah,
And then Bleek kind of sees him and is like, yo, look at this dude fronting, trying to take my shine.
And and notice he said he trying to take his shine because he got the hood on some ass.
Yeah. I'm him.
You the guy right now.
Yeah, I'm him here.
Man,
but now here you
crazy.
come back in my neighborhood trying to take my shine. You know, and I'm puffing like an ounce more than I used to puff. You know, taking advice from niggas they ain't used to stuff.
and then again, while you in the hood around there,
Yeah.
everybody in your ear.
Yep.
Everybody telling you what you should be doing.
Yeah.
I ain't say this verbally. I just had some shit on my mind. I'm puffing like an ounce more than I used to puff. I'm getting money. I'm straight. Taking advice from niggas, and they got me thinking, shit, I'm the one that moved the stuff. While he driving around town in brand new coupes and stuff. Again, this goes back to him pulling up with the shirt softer than his next door neighbor.
But how many of us take advice from people and they say they're not used to stuff? They're not used to having
They're not used to having nothing. So why would I take advice from them?
Why would you take advice from them? Man.
But to even be cognizant of that
yeah.
is crazy.
And I swear to God, they practically had me hating his guts.
And I know that they ain't used to shit, but I swear to God, they had me practically hating his guts.
Like practically, like almost
on
that
the verge
much fire. Just seeing this man, like the way they talking to me, that I'm the one that moved this stuff. Like, yo,
he the one that's getting all the shine. He pulling up coops. So I gotta approach him with this aggressive tone. As he approached, I spoke. Jigga, what up?
The only words
that are actually spoken between these two people. The rest of this has been ideas and thoughts and, you know, what they've been going through. Yo, the hood telling me this. They said I should be doing this. Jay pulling up. Like, I know niggas think I fell out the loop because the last, you know what I mean? And the only word spoken in this verse is, Jigga, what up?
Brilliant.
Crazy.
Brilliant.
Look at that fake smile he just gave me, it's breaking my heart. Should I school him or pull the tools out and just break him apart? I felt his hatred, it was hard, but his faking should start. I should take him in back of the building and blaze him.
This nigga Jay, he ain't slow, he must have picked up on the vibe. And had I not been so high, I would have been able to hide. Tried to cover up myself as I gave him a 5, hugged him as if I loved him.
To the naked eye, it would have seemed we was the closest, but to those that know us could see that something was about to go down.
Stay focused, I'm trying to concentrate, but he's like he's reading my mind, as if he could see through this fog and all this weed in my mind. Could he see I had plans on being the man? Ever since we first spoke and he put that G in my hand, and I gave it back to show him I was down for the cause as he approached.
What up, Bleek?
And I paused.
I'm going to go as far as to say, this was a movie, and Swizz scored it.
Yeah.
Like, even the sequence in the drops in the beat, doubling up or the high, like the build up in certain areas, the taking us, like, this was a score to a movie almost.
Yeah.
Like, when you think about the pattern changes in the beat and how you taking the sound out just to accentuate certain, man. Yeah, I'll just add that.
Nah, I mean, definitely. That's why Lenny said it crescendoed and kind of, you know, and I think visually, if they were to pull off, if they would have had something like this, a video.
Like, you know what a video like that would have looked like?
Yeah, you would have needed Hype Williams to really kind of make this come to life. But this was a real thing, because you talk about the fake smile he gave me. It's breaking my heart. You know, should I school him or pull the tools out and just break him apart?
But to say I felt his hatred,
it
was harsh.
Yeah, just from the Jigga What Up.
Like just from the Jigga What Up, you felt the hatred, because it was a no energy with it. Jigga What Up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I felt his hatred. It was harsh. So before this faking shit start, I should take him in back of the building and blaze him.
Yeah.
What?
But the thing about, real quick, what I noticed back then, because he was like, school him and pull a tool out, just to put school and tool in that first half of the bar, and then to slickly say, use tool to break him apart when tools are normally fixing things, putting things together. So that was like I said, it's 98. I'm still kind of learning the nuances of rap, and that's what shows like this, you know, start their inception, because I'm like, okay, that's slick. And it's not really, he didn't make it a big deal.
Make it a big line.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, he just breezed by it.
Yeah. Yeah, but hatred was harsh, faking should start, and then take him in back of the building and blaze him. Like, goes away from the rhyme scheme, from the hatred was harsh and faking should start. And really goes to the point of, should I really end this dude on some Carlito's way type shit? Like,
But the funny thing, the blaze, even though he left the ending segment of it off, The blaze them goes back to the break them.
Right.
Like break them apart, but should I take them back in the building and blaze them?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, again, you go back to Bleek and his thought pattern. He realized.
Yeah,
like,
they both peeping it.
They both peeping.
Yeah.
Oh, this nigga Jay, he ain't slow. He must have picked up on the vibe, and had I not been so high,
high, puffing more
again,
than an ounce more than I used to
puffing
puff.
more than an ounce, puffing an
Yeah.
ounce more than you used to puff.
Yeah.
Had you not been so high, you would have been able to hide, but you
Yeah.
covered up yourself. And what did they say? When Jesus came back to the Garden of Eden, Adam was like, "I'm naked." He was like, "Who told you that?"
Oh, to my God.
Yeah. But he was like, I covered up. I tried to cover up myself.
Yeah.
As I gave him a
Gave him
5.
5, hugged him.
But to say hugged him
As
as
if I
if
loved him.
I loved him is crazy, because at this
Yeah,
point,
yeah.
now you still at this breaking point of,
Yeah.
damn, I don't know if I should, you know what I mean? They got him telling me he pulling up in brand new coupes and stuff. They had me practically hating his guts.
Yeah.
So now he I hugged him as if I loved him.
And then Jay kind of pans out and is like, yo, to the naked,
To the naked
eye.
eye. So he pans out from both of them.
From both of them, yeah.
So this is a innocent bystander just watching this interaction.
He gives you the omnipotent view of
Oh, how you give a third eye view from it,
Yeah.
and this is conversation between the two of you.
yeah.
So then you give a third eye view, so a bystander or somebody that's walking by.
Yeah, it would have seemed we were the closest.
It would have seemed we were the closest.
But for those that know us, could see that something was about to go down. Like, that's wild. That's a wild picture to paint.
And that's, again, just looking at the element of, if you walk, like, you never know what's gonna pop off. Like you never know how shit going down. Like, you see a random conversation, it looks like a random conversation, and next thing you know, shots go off, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But to say to the naked eye, and to the naked eye could be from anywhere. It could be from your window. It could be from just a car driving by, whatever. But to say it would have seemed we was the closest, but to those that know us could see that something was about to go down.
Stay focused.
Stay focused. Yo. And again, still not another word in this verse.
No.
Not another word in terms of their conversation with each other.
Yeah.
They still haven't said another word to each other besides Jiggle What Up in the first verse.
Yeah.
So these are all still continuous stream of thoughts.
And Bleek is saying he's trying to concentrate. Like, he's trying to fix his body language. You know how you can feel like,
you feel
damn,
it.
I got to act like, I got to smile, but it's like he's reading my mind. You know what I'm saying? And if he could see through this fog and all this weed in my mind, like, could he see? Now he's questioning. Could he see I had plans on being a man? Ever since we first spoke. And he put that G in
And
my
let's
hand?
go back to reasonable doubt. And he put that G in my hand.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Son.
At the shows, they used to throw
the G out. Yeah, a G, I ride with you for free.
Yeah, that was crazy. Ahead of his time,
Ever
man.
since we first spoke and he put that G in my hand.
And I gave it back.
And I gave it back to show him I was down for the cause. So as he approached.
What up, Bleek?
And I paused. Shit. What?
Yeah, this is
What up, Bleek? So we got Jiggle What Up
and
What Up, Bleek. That's
yeah,
it.
4 words.
What up, Bleek?
Yeah. We count what up
Yeah,
as.
we got What Up as one.
1 word.
You done came up, put your life on the line, soak the game up. Now it's your time to shine, time to change up. No more second in line. 980 streets is mine. Yo, we wild out in Vegas, styled on haters, mouthed off at the cops, out of cranberry drops, cop whips the same color. We tighter than brothers with different fathers but same mothers. This life don't love us, so to death do us. I'm never breaking my bar, nigga, we Lex movers, V12 pushers.
As I stand, one leg of my pants up in the stance like, and what? I know these niggas feed my mind cancer, but at times the answer seems mind-blowing. This weed and Hennessy got my mind going. Trust me, nigga, I'm knowing chicks used to ignore me. In my ear saying I need 50, not 60-40.
Oh God, don't let them control ya. Your gun is my gun, your clip is my clip, baby.
Your fun is my fun, your bitch is my bitch. Any nigga trying to harm Jay, I'm feeling for you. I ain't only touching you, I'm killing your crew.
Give it a year, you'll be sitting on $1 million or 2. Wreck your soul, nigga, perfect your role. Gee.
I love the way this one started out with almost like a montage.
Mm-hmm.
Like you were saying, it's a film.
movie.
Yeah. So
now after this
interaction.
and they're picking up on each other's energy. So now we go back to their history.
Their history.
Like now, like this is like, bro, like
Yeah.
It's like, we really doing this? Like, bro, we wild out in Vegas.
Yeah.
Styled on haters.
Y'all need to do a video.
Son,
It's not too late.
Like, it's not too late. It's really not too late,
You might
bro.
as well do a.
Son,
It's a short film.
Like, this is really like,
yeah.
like, are we really about to like go here with each other like this? Like, we've been through this we've been riding with each other for too long.
Yeah. So you see
Like,
the slow mo of them in Vegas.
We
You know what
wild
I'm
out in
saying?
Vegas,
Styling on haters. Mouth off at the cops. Out of cranberry drops.
Cop whips the same color. We tighter than brothers with different fathers, the same mother.
That line hit.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you what. I don't know
home.
why. I don't know why mothers' kids are different than fathers' kids. I don't know.
You know why?
I don't know.
You know why? Because fathers' kids is in another
always
zip code.
Always in another zip code, another household somewhere else. But
Absolutely.
for some reason, when you share a mother, it's a different vibe. I don't know why. That's just
That's me and my brother.
I'm sorry. It's just physics. I'm sorry. Don't debate me. I'm sorry.
No, I am living proof.
Yeah.
My mother and my brother, we share the same mother.
Right.
That's my brother.
Yeah.
That's just my brother. My father has kids.
Dude, you don't. Yeah, what you like? How's your kids?
Yeah. I gotta remind myself. My wife be like, "Did you text your siblings?" I'm like,
I have others.
It's just different.
Sorry.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know why the father's kids are different, but
We'll
say
different.
that for another show.
It's another show. It's another show. But
yeah,
that shit.
Who
thinks of that,
even
though?
Cop whips the same color. Like
That's crazy.
That's a different type of Like that's a different type of cool.
Yeah, I'm not.
We're not
the
copping cars the same color.
Unless it's black,
yeah,
but still.
Yeah, we could probably do black.
Yeah, we both got black cars.
Yeah, that's
But,
right.
but still.
Yeah, but tighter than brothers, different fathers, the same mother.
This is why he was
Son.
He was a little ahead because I'm not thinking of that.
I'm not.
I'm not thinking of that.
We tight. Listen, but not, and it's different because he's not trying to paint it as we're actual brothers, but to say we're tighter than brothers. But typically, again, brothers, whether they same parents, same mother, whatever, they're gonna be
brothers.
tight.
Yeah.
But to say different fathers, the same mother, like this, when you share a mother, y'all for some reason they just
that's your
I
brother.
don't know why.
That's your brother. Like,
Son.
ain't no step brother, ain't no half
None of
brother.
that.
I never
None
even
of
that term never even.
Son.
No, it's just my brother. But yeah, that line was brilliant. I'm sorry we took too long with that one.
So to death do it. I'm never breaking my bond, nigga. We Lex movers, V12 pushers. Bleek comes back as I stand. And that shit is almost like a pledge of allegiance.
Yeah.
As I stand, one leg of my pants up in a stance like, and what? I know these niggas is feeding my man cancer, but in times the answer seems mind-blowing. Like, just the thought of waiting.
Yeah.
In time is the answer. I can't deal with that right now. It just seems mind-blowing.
How you feeding somebody's mind cancer? Like, these same dudes that are not used to stuff.
They're not used to stuff.
That are telling you move to stuff.
And he driving around town in brand new coupes and stuff.
They feeding your mind cancer. But in time is the answer.
Son,
Seems mind-blowing.
seems mind-blowing.
This weed and Hennessy got my mind going. Trust me, nigga. I'm knowing chicks used to ignore me.
Now they in my ear saying I need 50, not 60-40. As if 60-40 is a bad split.
It's
Never,
not.
As if 40% of
It's not.
whatever you're getting is not better than 0% of nothing.
But imagine a woman
or 100% of nothing.
Imagine a woman dressed, in her finest.
Yeah. And you in the hood, the hood. Yeah, hood is different.
In her finest in your ear.
Yeah, you need 50.
Like,
you need 50, baby.
I need to go shopping. Oh, I just spent this. But if you had 50-50, you wouldn't be complaining. You would be able to buy me whatever.
Damn.
Right? And you looking like,
It's always a woman.
but this the same one that used to ignore you, and you aware of that.
And you aware of it. That's the thing. Being cognizant of it and knowing it to say these same chicks used to ignore me. In my ear saying I need 50. Now that they see I'm on the block, I'm the only one out here, I'm kind of running it. Now they're in my ear saying I need 50.
But what's so brilliant and what came in like a boost of energy? It sounded like a omnipotent voice. Oh God, don't let him control y'all.
Don't let him control y'all.
I didn't even know who he was talking to. I was
like who said this?
Why would he say that right
this
there?
Jesus?
Like,
who's saying this? Are they talking to both of y'all?
Don't let him control y'all. That was like,
son.
I was like, yo, who thought of that? Oh God, don't let him control y'all.
Don't let him control y'all.
Like, that was crazy.
Your gun is my gun. Your clip is my clip, baby. Son.
Your fun is my fun. Your bitch is my bitch.
And look, now he's back to being the loyal guy that took took the G in his hand and gave
Yeah.
it back, you know what I mean, to show him he was
Yeah.
down for the cause. Any nigga try to harm Jay, I'm feeling for you. I ain't only touching you, I'm killing your crew. And then it goes back to the give it a year, you'll be sitting on $1 million or $2 million. But that goes back to the in my ear saying, I mean, the whole, you want me to wait, it seems mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Like, in time, that seems mind-blowing to me.
Yeah.
Son.
And then for what I believe is, since they used the Annie sample, and this album was was about Jay's burst into the mainstream, record sold. Perfect your role. Like, we're not talking about the drug game no more.
Yeah,
we're gonna
million or
flip
two.
this
Record
back.
sold.
We're gonna flip this into the music business.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure we keep this on the straight and narrow.
And we're gonna act like none of that was related to the streets. And like you said, it's a brilliant record.
It's a brilliant record, man.
It just brought it back to music, I think. What Jay talked about in his autobiography, it was like the actual relationship between him and Bleek. So he kind of removed the fourth wall and the veil and was like, yo, this is
really
us.
how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is us.
Yeah.
At one point he kind of lost his way. Was probably feeling like, Jay come back to Marcy, like looking for him, like, yo, I need you to get on this album. Like, yo, what you doing here, man? Like, what you
Still
doing?
around, bro?
Like, yo, I'm the man here right now.
Don't you see this? What I do?
Because you think they can't get to him. They can't get to
Son.
Jay. So if they see Bleek is
Yeah,
he
he the next one.
Yeah, he the one.
Yeah,
So
this
now
is
you
true.
come around like,
especially in Marcy, you like,
what up? Chigga, what
Yes.
up, man? You here.
listen, what up, man?
Yo, shining, right?
You work, you the studio. All right, man. When? All right, man.
Yo, shout out to Bleek, man. Bleek is a really good dude. I want to get him on the show. He if you get around this dude,
you should
he
get him on the
is
show, man.
he is hilarious. He's cool as hell. I mean, he helped me out at times when I was in the not the lowest of the low, but
Right.
going through that whole label in between Virgin and Def Jam. Like Bleek just was like, yo, come to the radio with me, come here with me, like get on this song. Like he was one of those dudes that's just real. That's a real authentic individual, man. So shout out to Bleek, shout out to Jay. We had to touch on this joint.
Yeah,
Pause.
yeah. This one was, like I said, when you bring it back. Like
Yeah.
something you haven't heard in a while, you hear it with different ears.
Yeah,
And
of course.
you do some living after a while, and then you
Yeah,
know what I mean.
Yeah,
And you hear it, and it's like, wait a minute,
yeah,
they ain't even talking to each other.
yeah.
Ain't nobody said a word.
And I'll be honest, sometimes we think about people's status, like their top 5 status, or how good was this guy?
Yeah,
And you think about that, and then you go back to songs like this, and you're like, okay,
yeah,
the way he painted pictures.
yeah. The idea of the song is
Yeah, the
crazy in
idea,
itself.
yeah.
But like the vivid imagery of it all.
Yeah,
And it's almost relatable.
That's
like
what I'm saying,
like
relatability.
You
Yeah,
can pick
that
up
was
on
my
a
next
vibe
word,
when you
yeah.
walk up on somebody and be like,
Yeah.
that handshake was kind of funny.
yeah, it's
That shit
relatable.
was a little light. So
Yeah,
you
it's
know what I
relatable,
mean? So
especially for people that have left certain environments and then you go back to certain environments.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I would
So-
if I go to Flatbush right now,
yeah,
I'm gonna feel a little weird.
You're gonna get a lot of left hand handshakes.
I'm gonna feel a little weird in the park, son.
Son.
Like I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm
Yo, what's good?
like,
How long
yo,
you out here?
yeah.
That's
like,
always
yo,
the question.
like, why your jeans ain't baggy, son? I'm like,
Son.
damn, I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
like, yo,
So-
y'all jeans? They still on black jeans on that.
My shirt's soft, man.
Son.
My next door neighbor shirt, man. Yo, thank y'all for being here once again.
Yes, sir.
Man, let's keep these subscribers up. Become a barbarian today.
We appreciate y'all.
It's a
man.
beautiful thing. If you made
Comment,
it this
like,
far,
subscribe,
do those things.
all of that. Share.
Man,
Hate
thank
us. Tell people you hate us.
you.
Whatever.
Whatever it is. Whatever it is. Stop taking bars off. Peace.
Real spitters take no bars off. Huh. Yeah. MCs take no bars off.